All right, now we're going to move on to the Dolphins, a team that just beat the Colts.
What? Did you just say the Dolphins? This is a team that I can't even let come out of my mouth. This is a waste of my time, a waste of my energy, a waste of my vocal cords. And you dare to bring me on this show to talk about a team like this?
This is your show.
This is absurd.
Well, this is awkward. Guess I'm up here all by myself now. Oh.
Thanks, Aaron.
Oh, we got Caleb up here.
Thanks for being a sponsor, too.
Yeah, unbelievable.
Man,
well, do you want to talk about the Dolphins today?
Not really, but I don't think I have a choice, so let's do it.
You're making me sound like I'm the evil guy here. You want to just skip this? You want to just end it on this one?
You're the one who's the fan of them.
So you want to skip it right now? You're telling me you want to skip it?
Why are we talking about a 2-7 team if it's not about the draft?
Because this is about the draft. It's about are they tanking correctly, or is this team not doing what they're supposed to be doing?
Obviously not if they're not in line for their first pick.
Okay.
Actually, now that I think about that, they might be.
No, they're not. The Bengals are. The Bengals are 0-9, and the Redskins are 1-8. Right now, the Dolphins are the 4th pick.
Do you rebuild with a quarterback or do you rebuild with an offensive line? I think you rebuild with an offensive line.
Right now, their offensive line sucks because they have three rookies on that O-line starting right now.
Right. That's why you don't pick first, because everybody picks a quarterback first.
Well, then what's wrong with them picking a quarterback?
Because it's not going to do anything for them, and it's just going to make their quarterback digress. Look at Jameis Winston.
Yeah.
Look at Andrew Luck without Quentin Nelson.
Andrew Luck led them to the AFC Championship one year without Quentin Nelson.
1 year out of 5?
Sure, yeah, but he had good seasons. He led them to the AFC Divisional 3 out of those 5 years. And only one of them, he had a good O-line. Okay, you look at it, you look at this Dolphins team, and if they get a quarterback, they're going to get 2 other picks in that first round. So you can build weapons, or you can build that team and give him weapons with those other 2 picks. They have 3 first-round picks from the trade with Larry Tunsil to the Texans and the trade of Minka Fitzpatrick to the Steelers. So they got 3 picks in the first round, including the very high one, or supposed very high one they're supposed to have this season. But now that they've won 2 straight games, right now they have the 4th overall pick, and it's looking like they'll be somewhere, in between like 3 and 6. A lot of people are saying this team has the worst talent of any team in the NFL, but this team is winning games. A lot of the credit has been going to Brian Flores, and props to him. He's been doing a great job with the roster that he's been given. But as a Dolphins fan, I don't know whether to be excited that they're winning or to just be like, what are we doing? Why are we winning? Because right now we got to focus on more important things, and we're obviously tanking because we're trading away players for first-round picks, and this doesn't happen in the NFL. This is big red lights flashing, tanking, and what are we doing trying to win these games is what I'm seeing, because at the end of the day, the playoffs are never talked about with this team. The playoffs are never mentioned.
Because you guys haven't won a
It's all
Super
about the
Bowl.
draft. What do you mean we haven't won the Super Bowl? This is
What? One?
what? We've won 2, but that's irrelevant. That was a long time ago. I'm just saying, most teams in the NFL, it's like, all right, let's make the playoffs, boys. Even the Bengals and the Redskins said that at the beginning of the season. Now everyone's down there, and the bottom feeders in the NFL right now. Basically, you got the Bengals saying, okay, what the hell are we doing here? We suck and we're going to suck, but let's maybe get Joe Burrow. And then there's the Redskins saying, well, we suck, our coach sucks, and we don't have a quarterback because Dwayne Haskins is looking like horrible. And
You're playing into my argument exactly by saying don't draft a quarterback early with Dwayne Haskins.
Anyways, let's go back to the Dolphins. I'm just saying, I don't know how to feel about this team, whether to feel, excited that we're winning with this, roster that has a bunch of players that aren't going to be there when games actually matter for this team. Should I be happy for the coaching? Yeah, sure. Should I be happy for what we're doing? I don't know. I mean, I haven't been happy for what we're doing all year. What would you say? What would you say the Dolphins should be doing right now? What should their goals be? And this doesn't just have to pertain to the Dolphins, actually. What should the Bengals and the Redskins, team like that, what should they be doing right now?
Bengals,
all 3 of them.
Lose, baby, lose. That's all I gotta say for them.
Wow, he says tank.
Yeah, I mean, you're a game ahead of being the first pick. Which actually means that you're the worst team. But you're a game up on that. I mean, the Redskins,
Who knows what's going on in that front office right now? It's still shaking. It has been for years.
Yeah, they don't even know how to have a respectable logo that isn't racist.
And no willing to change that racist logo.
Not to mention. But I think with the Dolphins, I mean, do you take a quarterback early or do you wait on it and sit on a pretty okay quarterback class past the first round? I mean, you got Herbert, Tua, and Burr, but after that, it's not the best ever.
I mean, I think
Yeah, sure, but they'll have a top pick. All three of them will have a top pick.
For sure.
The Redskins won't use one because they're going to be like, well, let's see how Haskins turns out. You can't draft another quarterback after him, I don't think. I don't think they will, especially since that management will have already drafted Haskins.
I mean, we'll see what happens with Eli. If Eli retires,
What does it have to do with Eli?
if he retires, they might draft another quarterback.
What, the Giants?
Well, yeah.
They have Daniel Jones. Why would they draft another quarterback?
Safety.
Preposterous.
Safety.
No. Why would they draft a quarterback high up there?
Because they drafted a quarterback. Because the Redskins drafted a quarterback in the 4th round that actually became their starter.
Yeah, but that was Kirk Cousins. We're talking about a high round quarterback, and the Giants aren't going to take one.
Oh, I
The
don't think
Giants
they're
also
gonna take a
probably
high
not have a
round.
higher pick than either of these teams.
But I mean, I agree with what you're saying, but
I just don't. I don't know what I do if I was Dolphins right now. Maybe hope other teams win.
So the Dolphins just in
I
this
don't think that's
scenario
gonna
was
happen.
like, I don't know what we're supposed to be doing right now.
Yeah,
We are stupid. Why
probably.
don't we? Actually, it's funny how Dolphins are one of the smartest animals, but the Dolphins organization is one of the dumbest as it looks right now. But we'll see how it all plays out.